Hi guys, Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, you guys, I am back with making some more collage papers. And the next video, we're going to be collaging because I haven't collaged on camera for a while, so I've been doing a lot of Christmas stuff. But my last couple of videos, I've been showing you different ways to make collage papers for your collages, mixed media backgrounds, junk journals, art journals, card making, all of that. So we're going to do this, and then the next few videos, we're going to be doing some collaging. So, and some mixed media backgrounds and focal points and, you know, all the good stuff. Working on canvases and also working in my art journals. Okay, so this is called coffee bubble paper, and I did not create this. I learned about it last year. I can't even tell you who I learned it from. The most important thing, it wasn't my idea. But, so I just want to show you how to make it. I did make some of this last year. But this year I'm changing it up a little bit with how we're going to do mark making and stamping on it. So, this is what it turns out like. Isn't this so cool, you guys? And you do it on watercolor paper. I tried it on mixed media paper. I tried it on cardstock, and it worked best on, watercolor paper. Okay. So just going to show you, I do have a few that I've already done. Aren't they fabulous? I just love it. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? Okay, now this is the coffee bubble paper, and then you can do mark making and stenciling all over it. How cool is that? So you can leave it both ways. You can have some left just coffee stained, and then you can have some like this, and you can use these as collage papers, okay? Or for some of you, make your own scrapbook paper, okay? All right, so let's make some of this. So I have some watercolor paper right here, okay? So we're going to use this watercolor paper. Now, how to make the mixture? It's I wrote it out right here. It's 1 cup of water. So write this down, you guys, so I don't have to put it in the show notes. 1 cup of water, 3 tablespoons of Dawn dish soap, and you pretty much have to use Dawn. They sell it at Dollar Tree because you need it to be really strong. 5 to 6 tablespoons of instant coffee, depending on how dark you want your thing. And if you need to, if anything happens, you can add an extra tablespoon. You could add 4 tablespoons of Dawn. You could add 7 tablespoons of instant coffee, but that's your basic recipe right there. Okay? So, and you mix it up and put it into like a little dish like this. Okay? In fact, I got this little dish from Dollar Tree. So just a little ramekin, okay, whatever you can put it in. Okay, so you mix all that up. 1 cup of water, 3 tablespoons of Dawn, 5 to 6 tablespoons of instant coffee. So the Dawn you can get at Dollar Tree is a smaller bottle like this, and they have the instant coffee there in the kitchen section. Okay, so all this is at Dollar Tree. Then you need to get yourself a, this is a plastic bottle. Okay, just a water bottle like that. Okay, you cut off the bottom, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches off the bottom. You cut that off. Then get yourself you want to go to get a child sock, okay? And you want the thin ones, not the real thick socks, just some nice little thin child socks. And you put that over the open ending of this, and then you just fold it down, and you leave this open, okay? So you cut the bottom off 2 or 3 inches, put the sock on, see, a children's sock, and then just fold that over. Leave this part exposed, the drinking part, because that's the part you're going to use. Okay, so what you do, let's go like this. All right, you take the bottom of it, you dip it into this coffee bubble mixture. Okay, and you can let the coffee just float on there. I always start at the top and start blowing bubbles. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just like that. Let me make sure what you guys are seeing in the camera. Perfect. So you can see. Let me bring my camera over just a little bit more. There we go. And then just take this and I always just put mine on the floor on the side and just let it dry. Don't mess with it. Let it dry. The bubbles will dissipate, and then what's left will be your coffee bubble design. Okay. And it may look like nothing's actually happening. Let it completely dry, and then you'll know. And you'll see the design appear. So let's do it again. Here's another piece of watercolor paper. I really got it going now. Isn't this so cool, you guys? I love it. All right, so I'm just putting these on the floor behind me. So just 1 second while I place this one on the floor also. All right, let's just do another one. I have one more sheet cut. All right, let's do another one. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to stick this one on the floor and put that behind me. And I'm going to pause you guys and then get set up so that we can take some of this coffee paper. I have pages that have already dried, and then we're going to do the mark making on that. So I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I'm back. So now we're all ready to do the mark making and the stamping. So we're going to start out with stamping, and then we'll do some mark making. I think the last time I did this, I did like symbols and stuff, but I didn't do the stamping, and I'm really loving the mixture of the two. So that's how I changed it up this time. All right, we're going to start out with, shocker, my script stamp, which I love. You guys know. Anybody who knows me knows I love my script stamp. All right, just a sec. Let me put something away here. Way too much stuff out like normal. Okay, oh, this isn't my script stamp. This is my music note stamp. But you know what? Let's do both. Let's do the script stamp, which is this, and let's do this music note too. Let's do both. Let's do both. And I'm using dark brown, timber brown StazOn ink. You can use whatever you want, but I like the dark brown because it's a little bit softer than black, and it really melts into the background of the coffee paper. So I say any type of brown would be really nice. If all you have is black, you can use black, no problem. I like the brown better for this though. Okay. All right, I'm going to try this. This stamp isn't stamping that well, and it's a new stamp. And I've heard that if you take some sandpaper and go over it, it can release off the, like if there's some type of a coating on the stamp from manufacturing. So we're going to try it. So I'm taking this sander and I'm just going over it. So we're going to try that right now. I always have my sand block right next to me. Okay. Let me see if I have any more paper towels. I guess I don't. All right. So let's try that. And see if it doesn't stamp any better. if I've done this before or not, taking that sand block to a stamp. I'm not sure. I'm going to test that theory out. Let's just go back over. You guys, this stamp, I got this at Hobby Lobby during the clearance. What a deal. This, I got it for only $1.24. And this stamp, I'll tell you how much it originally cost. $5? Yeah. Good deal. That's better. It's not totally showing up really well, but just like bits and pieces missing in this scenario is perfect. So I'm still happy with that. Just looking to make sure. Yeah, it was $4.99. Got it for $1.24. Good little deal. All right, let's just do this stamp one more time. We're going to do it up here in this corner. Press down. Let's see how we did here. It's better. And maybe the more I use it, the better it'll get. But bits and pieces of the stamp for what we're doing is perfect. Because we're trying to create, you know, age and more of a shabby look. Old world. So I'm all good with pieces showing up and pieces not showing up. I am good with that. Okay. Now this is the script stamp. Okay, so we're using that. You know, I wonder how it would look. Well, let's try it. I wonder how the doing the script stamp over the music notes would look. I love it. Cool. Something different. That looks good. And let's do a little script stamp over the music notes here. That looks good. Let's hit that and let's hit that. There we go. And then I'm going to use the script stamp on the rest of this. There we go. So we got it all over the whole sheet. Look how fabulous. You could just stop there. I love that. Okay, but we're not stopping there. I'm going to use two of my favorite stamps. You guys know I love the calligraphy pen stamp. I actually know how to do calligraphy. And I don't know why I have not made a video on doing some calligraphy. I got to do that. Right below if you want to see a video on me doing some demoing on calligraphy writing. All right, let's see what we want to do here. Let's go like that and like this. Fabulous. We'll use the other one. And we'll go like this. Very cool. And let's just take a few little ones right here. All right. I just love a calligraphy nib. This I got from PATTI Totally Parrish. I love it. It's either Asian script or it's her own intuitive script, and I haven't ever figured out which one it is. Anyway, I really, really like it. It's Asian inspired. I know that. If it's not Asian writing and it's her own writing, it's very Asian looking and I really love it. I love to put Asian script. I like to put all different types of script in my artwork, but especially Asian. It's one of my favorites. I just think their script is so beautiful. All right, so I'm just putting this in a few places. Okay, there we go. Also, let's put a cross in here. Isn't that a beautiful cross? Oops. I just did that on, just inked that on the wrong side. Let's put one here. Okay. I'll put one up here in this corner. And when you're doing collages or mixed media backgrounds or whatever, you can always rip pieces out of this and just start placing them in your mixed media backgrounds, your collages. Like I could just rip out this whole little section here and glue that down in a collage or a mixed media background. Or if you want to cut this out and use it for card making, junk journaling, art journaling, all of the above. Okay, I love a watch face. Let me use that watch face, and I love this vintage word here, and then that watch face. We're going to do both of those. And I like to stamp right over things. Like, even though I have that cross here, I just stamped the watch face over the cross. I think that looks really, really cool. Okay. Also, I have this double globe, which I think is really cool. Let's do some of that. Okay. I got this number 7, one of my favorite numbers. Number 7 and number 3. I do not know why, but they're my favorite numbers. I'm going to put the number 7 right there. I'll put another number 7 right here. And while we're going with numbers, I have my number 3 out. Let's do that. Put that 3 here. Cool. So 7, 3, 7. Love it. I have a ginkgo, not ginkgo loba, ginkgo leaf. Let's make sure if that's what this is. It says it on the stamp. Yeah, ginkgo leaf. Isn't that fabulous? So just pop that ginkgo leaf here and there, all over the place, because I love it. Put 2 together right there. Okay. And let's throw some of this in there. This looks like a Social Security card. Love it. I think this is a Tim Holtz stamp. Or maybe it isn't. Whatever. It looks like a document. Let's just say that. Very cool. Do it again right there. Very cool. And the last stamp we're going to use is I have this one with a bunch of numbers. I love this stamp. This is a Diane Reevely stamp. And what I love about it is all the numbers. Look how they're all different sizes. Isn't that cool? I'll just put that right here. Oh, you know what? There's one more stamp I want to do. That looks cool. This word vintage. I remember I said I was going to use that and I forgot. Let's use that. I see a perfect little spot for it. Right at the top. Vintage. Vintage. Very cool. Okay, so we're going to put the stamps to the side here. Just one second. We can stack these up over here out of the way. All right, so the next thing I want to get out is my a bunch of pens that I like to use for mark making. Isn't this fabulous? Look at this little Gingy and candy cane 10. I love a metal 10. I don't know what I love boxes, but I don't know what it is about a metal box. I just love it. And I know it's Christmas, but I use stuff like this all year round because if I love it for Christmas and I think it's cool, I'll use it all year round. I also use my Christmas mugs all year round. I love stuff like this, and I love, see, look how nice it is to carry. So what happens is I have my main containers where I have all this stuff at, but whatever I decide I want to use on a project, like all my pens and pencils and paintbrushes and markers, I put them all in a tin like this, and then I can work out of this, and I don't have to keep going through my big stash of things. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so, and then also I'm pulling out my cheat sheet. This is a sheet of algebraic equations. You can just Google that and put them in a plastic sleeve for yourself, because I think algebraic equations are beautiful, and I think they are great mark making. These are marks that I Googled. I Googled Native American and African marks. Okay. These are just my basic marks I just like to put on everything. If you want to snapshot that. These are some more African and Native American symbols. African and Native Americans shared a lot of the same symbols when I was doing my research, and also and the meanings a lot of times are the same too. Also I also Googled some Asian writing, which I think is beautiful. We're gonna do that first. These are some Coco Pellies, if you want to do some Coco Pellies. All of this can be mark making by hand, okay? Okay. First of all, let's do... Oh, I don't have that. Okay. I see a pen that I don't have out, believe it or not, in my little box. My ink to quill pen, I want to have that out. This right here I wanted to have out. I love my ink to quill pen. One of them doesn't work as well as the other, that's why I have both of them out. One of them's almost gone. All right, so I'm gonna look at my little cheat sheet for my Asian writing. This one I laminated, but a lot of times I put them in little plastic sleeves that you put in binders. So either way, let me look at some of these symbols. Okay, so right, we'll do it right here. Okay, and that symbol means, what does it say it means? Oh, I can't read what that says. I think it says talent. All right, this one is strength that I'm about to draw. We'll do it right. We're going to do the strength that. We'll do it right up here. Okay. Now, am I drawing these perfectly? No. But at least I have the I have a little cheat sheet of being able to do my best, right? And by using a brush pen, you don't have to use a brush pen. You can use a regular marker, but it gives you a little bit more of a strokey look. You can also use, let me show you. Where's the lid for this? You can also use some black ink, which I get this at Daiso. You guys, if you can get this at Daiso for $1.75, best deal. Look how much you get. You get an 8-ounce bottle. Fabulous. This, with these, with this brush here, you also get these at Daiso. Let me show you. Let me show you. If I can, here we go. They have a pack of 3 of these at Daiso. Fabulous. And the only reason I'm not doing it right now is just for the sake of drying, okay? This is more instant, but it's the same as using something like this. You just dip this into this ink and use this. It's fabulous. So, but this pen, because it's a brush pen, so any of your brush pens will also give you that kind of look. Just a little bit more of a brush look. All right, let's do another symbol over here. And like I said, I'm not claiming that I'm doing perfect at this, but just that influence of that Asian style, I just think looks really fabulous. In my opinion. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so we did a few of those with the Asian writing. Also, let's do some with my own intuitive writing, okay? So intuitive writing is just making up your own language. And what I do a lot of times, I'm going to bring it up, is I start with a regular letter and then I just change it. Like this was originally an F and I did it backwards. This was an H, but I did 1 line short, 1 line long. This was a C, but I went backwards with it. This is a Z, but I went backwards with it and put a line through it. This is a J, but see how I just kind of distort all the letters and then I come up with my own intuitive symbol language or symbols. Okay, just wanted to show you that. Let's get away from this pen so much. Let's go to brown, and I'm going to do some of my basic symbols that I love doing. Crosses, and I like to do them in 3s. Let's do some plus signs. Or I just did plus signs. Let's do X's. And for the X's, let's do it in a different color. Let's do this right here. This marker is a rose gold, and they have this at Dollar Tree. It's beautiful. Okay. This is a gold paint pen. Love it. I'm going to do some shooting stars. I don't know if I want to do shooting stars with that. Let me see about this other gold paint pen I have. Just a second. Yeah, this is good. So just some shooting stars. Okay. Another symbol I love writing is serendipity. Right there. I'm going to do that. We'll do that in this dark brown paint marker that I have. And where are we going to do that? We're going to do it right here in the middle. Okay. We'll do this symbol. Oh, I love this symbol here. This little symbol of tracks. I think it means tracks. That's what it reminds me of. I'm going to do it right here. I don't know if it means tracks or not, but it looks like tracks to me. Also, let's do, in this rose gold, we're going to do like a big star right here. Okay. And one of my other favorite things to do is to do some algebraic equations. I showed you guys that. Where are they? Here they are. So just copy some algebraic equations, Google them, and they're fabulous. Okay, let me get a pen. We're going to do it in black. Move my pens. Let's find out places we can do some algebraic equations. You can turn your paper any way you want and put these in. So I'm going to do 3b to the second over 45n to the second divided by 45 divided by x minus 3 over 4v to the second minus 24v to the third. Okay. Let's put another one in right here. N minus 1 over 12n to the third minus 30n to the second plus n minus 2. We'll put n minus 2b. We'll do this to the third over 12n to the second minus 30m to the third. Sometimes I'll add the n or the to the third or to the second or a b to a number that doesn't have anything. So it's not really a real algebraic equation. But I'm looking for the look. I'm not looking for real equations. I could care less. I just like the way they look in my art. Let's put one in right here. 2b to the third over 2n to the second divided by 6b to the third over 6n to the third. Okay, let's put another one in right here. Y plus 2 over 4v to the second minus 24v to the third minus y minus 3 to the b to the third over 4v to the second minus 31b to the second. Okay, so let me just show you. There's an algebraic equation. There's an algebraic equation. There's another one, and there's another one. Do I want to do one more or not? Let's do one more here down at the bottom, okay? We'll do a long one. N minus 1 over 12n to the second minus 30n to the second divided by n minus 2b to the third over 12n to the second minus 30n to the second. Yeah, loving. See how it's just one stamp over the next stamp over the next stamp over mark making, And it's just, look how beautiful the paper looks. Isn't this just look fabulous now? So, let me just bring this up and let you guys see it. Phenomenal. I love it. Fabulous. Okay, so right now we have, this is what we have for our bubble paper. This is the one we just did. So let's suppose you don't have that many stamps. Do what I said. Google Native American African symbols. I showed you my cheat sheets. Look at some of those, write those down. And you can just do all mark making by hand. Do your own intuitive language, your own intuitive symbols. And when you see stamps, especially on sale or on clearance, pick them up. Start collecting stamps. Any type of cool stamp that you like, start collecting them. So we have all of this, and then like I said, we have the bubble paper. Let me look and see if on the ground how my bubble paper on the ground is doing. Yeah, it needs to still dry down there, so I won't know until that dries. But we have this bubble paper here. So what the technique I showed you is how all of this turns out. Isn't that fabulous? So I absolutely love doing this. You can create so much good collage paper. Oh, and the most important thing about this, because it is hard to collage with such thick paper, because water paper is thick, right? So make copies of these, and then that way you can use it in collages easily, because you can use it, it'll be on copy paper or printer paper. But also you can print off as many of these as you want, so you can use them over and over and over. Okay, so make these your master copies, and then make copies of them on just regular printer paper, so you can collage these down, use them in your mixed medias, use them in your collages, whatever you want to do. If you want to use these and make cards out of them, and you do want it as a heavier cardstock, just print them on heavy cardstock. And then the reason I say print them out, then, you know, they're not just a one-time use thing. You have these over and over and over to keep using them. Okay, you guys, that is it. I'm going to try this. I have this new series, and it's called Collage Your Way to Happiness. And that includes whether we're making collage papers, or whether we're doing collages on canvases, or we're doing mixed media, which means more collage for backgrounds. I want to start doing every week, at least coming on 4 times a week in the mornings, 2 collages, whether it's in the art journal or on canvases or any other substrate, and also and then 2 techniques a week. So we're going to try to go for that, especially now that I got my Christmas under control. My house is decorated. Well, it's been decorated since I started decorating November 1st. Got all the Christmas presents wrapped, got them all sent out. So everything is pretty much done for Christmas now, and I can just enjoy the holidays. But I have more time now to get back into my art. So, all right, you guys, that is it for this one. Oh, also, we have a Facebook group. It's called Our Magical Little Place. If you do any of this, come join the group. There's a clickable link in the description, and let us see your coffee bubble paper with stenciling, or not stenciling. You can do stenciling if you want on this too, with mark making and stamps, and if you want, add stenciling. Also though, you do not have to be into mixed media. If you're a knitter or crocheter, or mixed media junk journal or art journal, or if you have an Etsy shop, if you have a YouTube channel, you can give links to your Etsy store or to your YouTube channel. You can even give a link to YouTube videos. I want it to be an all-in-one stop shop place where everyone can be inspired by each other and share their work. Let us know if you have a store, if you have a YouTube channel, if you have videos, the whole thing. Okay. Again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, leave them below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. And you guys, if you don't have time to leave a message, just hit the thumbs up button. Okay, it really helps with the algorithm. All right, you guys, that's it for this one. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Happy holidays, everybody. Bye, guys.